shit. Yeah. Focusing. Oh, okay. Alright. I'm going to make this video. And this video is actually going to be about a Russian compound, a GABA B agonist in the brain called Phenibut. Phenibut is a GABA B agonist that was developed in Russia in the 1960s, and it was used primarily for astronauts as an anti-anxiety supplement, which wouldn't necessarily be intoxicating or inhibiting in too many ways. I'm going to give Phenibut the benefit of the doubt here and say that it is a very mild compound, and I can respect what it does to a certain degree. Take note that if you have serious anxiety or even depression, but mostly anxiety, if you have bad anxiety, I would stay away from Phenibut personally, because I have pretty bad anxiety, and if you have symptoms like a fast heartbeat or sweaty palms or depersonalization, if you're prone to panic attacks and you were thinking about possibly trying Phenibut to help you, then I would just stay away. The reason why I say this is because Phenibut has some pretty bad rebound effects, meaning if you dose for a day, or maybe you dose 2 days in a row, you will get some pretty bad rebound anxiety if you are prone to anxiety in the first place. At least in my experience, this was the case, because I tried using Phenibut as a way to calm anxiety. That it is a very effective social lubricant, but like all compounds, you have to be careful and you have to research what you're putting into your body. I can respect Phenibut, but the only downside that I see so far was rebound effects, which can actually linger on for quite a while. Phenibut is a very long-acting compound. It takes about anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to really start feeling any effects. It is a long-acting compound. It stays in your body for quite a while. The half-life of the compound is pretty long, somewhere around 8 hours. And as a result, it takes a while to also leave your body. And because of this, you can actually suffer some pretty bad rebound effects from Phenibut after only a couple uses, 2-3 uses. But specifically, if you dose days in a row, you will receive a worse rebound effect. In my case, it was pretty bad. I think there was a couple times where I had used a couple days in a row, just moderate doses. I think the last time that I had used Phenibut in an attempt to maybe control my anxiety, the rebound effects basically just shunned me off from it completely. I'm not trying to make this sound like Phenibut is the worst thing ever. A lot of people report that they do not experience rebound effects such as the ones that I did. Going into it, if you're thinking about using it, you have to be warned pretty much about the rebound effects. They're pretty uncomfortable to go through. Even at just a couple uses a week, the rest of the week, the first few days coming off Phenibut, I had trouble sleeping, which I was kind of surprised about because I didn't take it often at all. But also, as I was laying down at night, I felt my central nervous system was very excited. My heart rate was a lot higher. My heart itself was beating harder. My anxiety was just, I felt like I was in a very prone state, like very prone to just have a depersonalization episode or a panic attack episode. It was pretty uncomfortable, and I think that's what turned me off completely from ever using Phenibut again. It can help improve getting out, maybe being more social, what they call exposure therapy, getting yourself actually out and experiencing things. Maybe those experiences could actually help in the long term. Alright, my camera just died and I almost had a heart attack because I thought all my footage was lost, but it's not. Okay, so back to what I was saying. It can be very beneficial for exposure therapy and a social lubricant, much better than alcohol actually, even though it works on a different GABA receptor in the brain than alcohol. It still has similar social effects. It makes you want to get out and kind of talk to people and maybe do things socially that you wouldn't. It's all pretty easygoing when taking Phenibut. But I really want to make this video more so as a warning to the people that struggle with anxiety, physical anxiety, panic attacks. I would completely steer away from Phenibut. It really isn't something you want to get into, because if you take Phenibut every day, you will suffer some pretty bad withdrawal effects. The rebound anxiety and the rebound depression, for me, it was enough, and I did not want to ever try and even use Phenibut medicinally to help my anxiety problems, because nothing chemical is ever going to really help me. So this was just a quick video. I wanted to warn anyone out there that could be struggling with anxiety to steer away from Phenibut. It's legal, you can buy it from vendors online, it ships to your house. It seems like it would be this godsend. In reality, it's not a godsend. It can actually just make your problems worse in the short term, rather than having a good long-term solution, like maybe therapy or something among those lines. So that's it. Use Phenibut at your own risk. If you're going into it, do your research. Reddit.com has great threads. I would definitely check them out. There's a lot of informative people, lots of good topics to talk about. Do your research on Phenibut as a compound before you think about doing it, because in my experience, the rebound just wasn't worth it, and it won't be worth it, to me at least. Now, you could be different, but use at your own risk. Alright, that's all. I'm gonna get out of here. Just wanted to make a quick warning, informative video for those that might be interested. Peace.